Before stepping away from the spotlight, Robert Duvall gave an interview that immediately grabbed attention across Hollywood. What seemed like a calm reflection on his legendary career quickly shifted when the name Robert Redford came up, and what followed surprised many viewers, especially because of how direct and honest Duvall chose to be at that stage of his life.
It's always exciting and new as it happens. There's always new faces and new talent. There's always wonderful young talent coming up in this business.
So what exactly did he reveal, and why did it resonate so strongly? This story takes you deep into the history, the tension, and the quiet clash between two of Hollywood's most respected names. Robert Duvall was born on January 5, 1931, in San Diego, California, into a disciplined military family. His father served as a U.S. Navy admiral, which meant Duvall grew up in a structured environment shaped heavily by rules and expectations. Much of his upbringing was influenced by the American South, especially Virginia, and that influence later became visible in his acting style, where he often portrayed grounded and realistic characters. After attending military school, he carried that sense of discipline into his craft, eventually moving to New York to study acting under Sanford Meisner alongside Dustin Hoffman and Gene Hackman. His early years were filled with struggle, small roles, and persistence, until his breakout into Kill a Mockingbird, followed by unforgettable performances in The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, building a reputation as a deeply serious and committed actor. Robert Redford, born in 1936 in Santa Monica, California, had a very different path. His early life lacked direction, and his time at the University of Colorado ended after issues with discipline. But everything changed when he traveled to Europe and discovered a passion for art. Returning to the United States, he pursued acting and trained in New York, eventually rising to fame with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. His charm and screen presence made him a major star, and throughout the 1970s he built a powerful career with films like The Sting and All the President's Men, while also stepping into producing and directing, gaining control and influence in Hollywood, eventually founding the Sundance Institute, which reshaped independent filmmaking. As Redford's influence grew, so did stories about his strong creative control. Some admired his perfectionism, while others found him difficult to work with. And this is where the contrast with Duvall became clear. Duvall focused entirely on character depth and realism, while Redford often looked at the bigger picture, shaping entire projects according to his vision. These differences set the stage for what would happen when they finally worked together. That moment came in 1984 with The Natural, where Redford played the lead role of Roy Hobbs and held significant creative control, while Duvall took on the supporting role of Max Mercy, bringing his usual intensity and dedication. But behind the scenes, their approaches began to clash. Redford leaned toward a polished and inspiring tone, while Duvall preferred something more grounded and realistic. Disagreements over scenes, character choices, and script interpretation created tension on set. And although the film was completed successfully, the working environment was far from smooth. After that project, their careers moved in very different directions. Duvall continued focusing on powerful character-driven roles, earning critical acclaim and even an Academy Award for Tender Mercies, while Redford expanded his influence behind the camera, winning an Oscar for directing Ordinary People and continuing to shape the film industry through Sundance. Their paths never crossed again, and neither spoke openly about the tension in detail, leaving much of the story to speculation. In their later years, both actors slowed down but remained connected to cinema in their own ways. Duvall stayed private and selective with roles, while Redford maintained a more public presence through filmmaking and advocacy. Their legacy remained strong, built on talent, discipline, and two very different philosophies of storytelling. And in that final interview, when Duvall spoke honestly about Redford, it was not just about one man. It reflected a deeper truth about Hollywood itself, where strong personalities, creative control, and artistic vision often collide in ways the public rarely sees. If you want more untold Hollywood stories like this, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss what happens behind the scenes.